Hi everyone, this is Raza Sheikh and welcome to AI Search, a platform committed to make you win with your data. Recording straight from Frankfurt, nice, bright, sunny day with a little bit of chilly winds, and it may not be better than me doing this recording. So let me start with this quote: with data collection, the sooner the better is always the best answer, Marissa May. Yes, indeed, we are going to take a deep dive on how to connect to your disparate source systems, working with data from almost any online or cloud service, or connect with your third-party application. AI Search No-Code Connector performs automatic schema migration by design. Agenda for today: AI Search brief, AI Search No-Code Connector scenarios, and demonstrating those scenarios as of a live demo. AI Search allows business to achieve their data value with no expert profiles whatsoever. We are the industry's fastest, most powerful, and end-to-end data lakehouse platform. We are automation as a service. Starting with the data factory is a cloud environment with dedicated compute and storage resource, which contains all the components required to manage your data lifecycle from ingestion to determination. And then the self-governing components, and starting from this no-code connector video, we're going to have a series of those self-governing components from data ingestion up until the data building pipeline with orchestration and so on and so forth. All this is possible with a Dojo automation, which we have laid down under the user interface and the data factory. We are unified because we use Delta Lake as a core, build all the automation wrappers around it for whatever the data platform would be needing. Take the best business value from our AI remedies, which is a pre-built industry-specific dashboards for all your BI and AI needs. So what does it mean for business with AI Search? Because we have automated all the technical depth which otherwise would be demanded by any traditional implementation of data analytical platform, you're focusing on your business value. We are utilizing automation to its best, so you are getting the fastest delivery with AI Search. AI Search is unified, so you reduce a lot of cost, cutting down your extra team of data warehouse and the implementation setup. With AI Search self-governing components, you have the luxury to build your own big data pipelines without even writing a single line of code. Excited to introduce No-Code Connector, allowing you to connect to 50 plus sources, whether be batch or streaming. Get your data from databases, files, applications, or whatsoever. And it cannot be better, in my personal opinion, that you opt for data profiling while you're doing the ingestion so that you could see your data as it stands as of that particular day. So these are the two components that I'm going to be demonstrating to you with a live demo. The way I want to take this forward is to discuss about the different scenarios before we get onto the product itself. And predominantly, the different scenarios have been discussed in context to the flat file as a source, because that's where the major complexity lies, isn't it right? So let's begin with discussing the scenario one, where you have this customer sales transaction data coming to you or sent by the source system team as a flat file. So with no-code connector, you go ahead, consume it, build your big data pipeline, opt for data profiling, and your data, customer transaction data is ready for the analytics. That's absolutely fantastic to be done. Simple, straightforward, nothing complexity. But what about the situation where you come across with a situation where the organization has gone into a merger, or maybe set up a different source systems, which has a different application altogether, and it's sending the file in a different format. If you have to handle this situation in the traditional analytical platform capability, then you end up having to do multiple pipelines. But with AI Search, you don't really have to worry about it. Even though you have built a pipeline with the CSV file, you still have the luxury to send different file format. As long as the structure is the same, your customer transaction data is being made available and continuously being reported for your analytics. The third scenario is where obviously when the systems are down, or the process that is generating the source data from the source system itself and making the file available for you has been broken. Either cases, when your file has not been made available for a couple of days or weeks or so system team wanted to combine all this file and send it in a zip format or a tar format, which otherwise is not possible with any of your traditional implementation for the data analytics. What we have done is we went out of the box and we not just welcome any file type, we even welcome multiple file types in a format of tar and zip. So you can send your same customer transaction data in a tar or a zip format with multiple files in it. We have the intelligence to go and get that information out from the zip or tar files, process the data in a proper sequence, and your data is ready for the analytics continuously. So having spoken about that, let me quickly demonstrate this whole capabilities on the product. Now let me get onto the live product demo. So I've already got the credentials sorted out. Just logging into that platform. Landing into the page, seeing a beautiful message, seeing as believing. Let me switch into the different project altogether. You have the option to go ahead and create all the connections that you wanted to. We have segregated the connections into file types, databases, applications, and streaming. I see that S3 bucket has already been set up, so I'm going to be utilizing the S3 bucket and fetching all the data from there. So I'll go connect to S3 bucket, select S3 bucket connection. Next, select the bucket itself, and it lists down all the data sets that are there in this bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing everything in one shot. So I'm going to take this screen sales trial, and I'm going to be also trying and process the PACU and CSV files together. Go next. I have an option to change the business name in whatsoever, sales data or something like that. Change this into a sample PACU file, and this says like sample CSVs. So I have an option to do the data profiling as well. Submit the request. All those requests have been given to the data factory. For the demo purpose, I've used these all different source types. But in real world, what will happen is, as I explained in this previous video, you're going to be building one pipeline, and then you would be having the free will to send any of the file types whatsoever. And the data factory is the one. What we have just done is nothing but those preparation screens where you are actually instructing the data factory that this is what we have to be doing, and this is what I am interested in. All your interest has been sent to the data factory. It will go and process the data accordingly. So let's look at this whole thing. So you see that all the data is getting processed. Give it a couple of minutes. Once it has been processed, you'll see that data has been there sitting successfully. Now that file has been processed successfully, you can see the CSV zip file has been completed. It has total number of rows, 400. There's a little bit of mini profile that we do, and it got completed in 64 seconds. Same goes with PACU file. And this was a little bigger file which has 100,000 records, but it was a single CSV file to be processed. So all this data has been processed successfully with the AI search. Let me go ahead and look at the data profile. So we have the sales data. Data profile is a beautiful way we represent the data for easy to understand, and very instantly you will be able to pick it up. Where are the nulls and how many those nulls are, and what are the non-unique unique values, and if there is any blanks, the whole color bar will be able to show you those all details. It will give you details about the different patterns. In this case, the country, what are the most top 6 recurring countries that you can look for, value, what is the minimum value and the maximum value, what is the data type, kind of just about your data in a very beautiful way represented. And once the data profile has been running on a daily basis, you can go and opt for the history. So the history option allow you to jump into the previous version of the data profile, so you can see the data as it stands on that particular day. This is the data profile that we looked for, the single CSV large file. Check it out with the PACU file. Yeah, so these are the schema is automatically managed within AI search, and you see that the data is getting there from the multiple files into single particular file. And same goes with CSV file as well. And we also do have the data lineage that gives me a clear understanding that how things went through. Okay, we picked up 255 records from the source, and did the data profiling and loaded the data, or made available the data available in the AI search platform. This is one of the beautiful feature, is one of my favorite, to be honest. I'm going to be talking more detail about the data lineage at the very end of all the product features demo that we are going to be completing. Yeah, I think that's all about the demo that we were trying to demonstrate. As you might see, we have successfully demonstrated the capability of AI search able to process your any type of data file, whether it's CSV, PACU, or anything, or whether it's coming with the zip format and so on and so forth. So that concludes my demonstration with the no-code connector, and I'm looking forward for your request to see this all in live with your specific data, or we even give 30 days trial. So please fill out your request in our website, and you get the 30 days trial to go and play with your data with AI search. Thank you very much.